Hello everyone, it's SpawnPoiint and here are the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium games for August. And you know what? It's not a bad month. So these are the catalogue and library games that you'll get for being an Extra or Premium subscriber, and they will all be available on August 18th. And we are starting August with a big one because earlier today, PlayStation confirmed that Helldivers 2 is joining the PS Plus Extra and Premium catalogue today. So you don't need to wait until August 18th because they are available right now to download and play. And this is going to be for the full game and the Devoid of Liberty update. Now I actually played this one at launch with my mates and I had a lot of fun. But if you have somehow missed this, it's a 4-player co-op third-person shooter where you kind of drop into these hostile planets, complete objectives and basically kick ass before trying to get back out. Now you've got ridiculous weapons, even more ridiculous enemies, aliens and machines to fight, and then don't forget that friendly fire is always on. So half the time you spend accidentally shooting your own squad or dropping missiles right onto their head. But this is probably the best time to jump on if you've never played it, or probably a good time to jump back in because the new Devoid of Liberty update has been launched alongside this one today. And this is where we're getting new missions, new objectives, and some pretty horrible looking enemies to take down. There are also new platoons that can drop in and fight alongside you, plus they've increased the progression cap to 300 ranks. Now review-wise, when it launched a couple of years ago, it scored 82 on Metacritic, which is pretty good. It's got a platinum difficulty of around 6 out of 10 and will take you about 50 hours to beat. That's if you want the 100% platinum. Now for me, even though I've got the game already, this is a massive addition to PS Plus Extra. It might even encourage some of my mates to get on it now that they weren't too sure about playing it before. And next up is a massive one, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on PS5. So you play in this huge open world RPG set in the 15th century Bohemia. There's no magic or monsters here, it's trying to make medieval life feel a little bit more believable. We've got sword fighting, you've got to eat and sleep, your clothes affect how people treat you, and it looks like conversations can completely change depending on your reputation and choices. It kind of sounds like you're playing The Sims. Now this scored really well on Metacritic, coming in at 89, making this easily one of the highest rated games this month. The main story alone will take you about 50 hours, but realistically you could spend well over 100 here to get the trophy. And well, for trophy hunters, it's going to take roughly 100 to 120 hours to complete, and a difficulty of 6 out of 10 with quite a few missable trophies. Hell is Us is a third-person action-adventure set in the fictional country of Hadia, where civil war has been followed by something even worse, mysterious supernatural creatures that have started appearing. Now within this game, combat mixes swords, axes and other melee weapons with abilities from your drone. But what really sets this game apart from some of the others is the exploration. There are no quest markers constantly telling you where to go because you are expected to actually pay attention to the conversations, clues and the worlds around you to try to kind of work out where you're going. On Metacritic, it scored 77 with a first playthrough coming in at 25 to 30 hours. Now this one definitely won't be for everyone, but I actually like that it refuses to hold your hand. This is going to be dropping on the PS5 on August 25th. And now for something completely different, Umamusume Pretty Derby Party Dash on PS4. At least that's how I think it said, and yes, this is that horse girl one. Now rather than the main Pretty Derby training game, Party Dash is a colourful pixel art party game where teams compete in 4 completely ridiculous events including hurdles, basketball, dodgeball and an eating competition. Now you can either play this game solo, local couch co-op or online with up to 4 players, and there are 25 characters to unlock and use. It's kind of one of those weird, colourful games, and it's probably the most random edition this month, dropping on August 25th. But I can imagine this being a lot of fun with your mates. And if you've played 2-Point Hospital or 2-Point Canvas, you'll know exactly what we're getting here with a 2-Point Museum on PS5. So this time you're building and running your own museums, designing exhibitions, keeping guests happy and sending teams out to expeditions to bring back increasingly bizarre artifacts. And underneath all the silly humour, there's actually a surprisingly deep management game where you're balancing money, staff, layouts and visitor needs while trying to build the perfect museum. It's another one that reviewed really well, and it is very easy to lose dozens of hours messing around with everything. The platinum itself isn't particularly difficult, roughly a 3 out of 10, but expect anywhere from 70 to 100 hours depending on how efficiently you play the game. This is going to drop on August 25th. We've then got Metro Exodus on PS4 and PS5. So this takes the claustrophobic survival horror of the first two Metro games and opens things up. So you leave Moscow aboard the Aurora and travel across the post-apocalyptic Russia. Now this is still a first-person shooter, but ammo and resources matter. Stealth is incredibly useful, and some of the larger environments give you much more freedom in how you approach things. Now the PS5 version is particularly good too, with the ray tracing, 60 FPS and DualSense support, and it scored 83 on Metacritic, so another good game this month. Now you're looking at roughly 15 to 20 hours for the story, while the Platinum comes in at around 40 to 50 hours and a difficulty of 5 out of 10. And this is going to drop on PS Plus on August 25th. Then we've got Vampire Survivors on PS4 and PS5, and don't let the visuals fool you because this looks ridiculously addictive. It's basically reverse bullet hell. Your character attacks automatically while you concentrate on the movement, collecting upgrades and building ridiculous combinations until the screen is completely covered in enemies, weapons and numbers. There's not really a traditional campaign with this one, and I'm gonna say it's probably not for everyone. Dying Light 2 is back again, and this time joining the game catalogue on PS4 and PS5. So this is Techland's huge open world zombie game where parkour is just as important as fighting. During the day, you're exploring, grabbing supplies and completing quests, but at night the infected become far more aggressive and you kind of want to get back inside. You've also got 4-player co-op, loads of character progression and years of updates that have improved the game quite a bit since launch. Now the PS5 version sits at 76 on Metacritic, and you're looking at around 20 to 25 hours if you concentrate on the main story, or around 35 with some side quests. For the Platinum, expect roughly 50 to 80 hours depending on how you play. Now obviously the Essential members literally got this game this month, so it's slightly strange to get a catalogue edition as well, but if you are an extra subscriber and you somehow missed it, you've got a second chance to get it on August 25th. And then moving over to the premium games, this is a good one. Onimusha Dawn of Dreams on PS4 and PS5. Now this originally launched on the PS2 back in 2006, and it is a hack and slash action game with multiple playable characters, RPG elements and plenty of demon slicing combat, and it was actually really well received back in the day, scoring 81 on Metacritic. Now first playthrough back then was around 25 to 30 hours on the PS2, so I'd kind of expect it to be roughly the same. And finally, we're going right back to the original PlayStation with Disney's Atlantis, the Lost Empire on PS4 and PS5. So based on the 2001 Disney movie, you play as Milo and the rest of the expedition as they search for the lost city of Atlantis. There's platforming, exploration, and different characters all bringing their own abilities to the game. But do you know what? I'm still waiting for the day where The Getaway, the original PS2 game, or The Getaway Black Monday finally drops on the premium catalogue. But tell me, are there any PS2 or PS1 games that you're still hoping to see added? Honestly though, I think this could be one of the better months that we've had recently on PS Plus Extra. What do you think? Any in here that you will definitely want to download and play this month? Now drop a nice PS Plus games in the comments and I'll give you a thumbs up for staying right till the end. And if you did enjoy today's video, please drop a like, subscribe and follow me everywhere. Until next time.